Catherine Wheel, Way Down. Okay, let's play through all the different sections of this song. After that, I'll go back through and guide you through it a little more, give you the details, let you know exactly what I'm doing. Before we jump into the song, please help out the channel. Hit that subscription button. It'd be greatly appreciated. All right, and no further wait here. Let's get to Way Down by Catherine Wheel. Okay, so we start off with this big intro progression, and this is also what happens after the chorus. For starters, we're just hitting some big power chords, so just hit a open E power chords here. All right, so open low E there, 2 and 2 on the A and D, and you just want to do about 4 eighth note strums on this. Okay, get plenty of gain on there, plenty of dirt. Then from there we shift to a G power chord, 3 on the E with the 5 on the A and D. About 3 strums worth there. Okay, we move down and over to the B flat power chord, 1 on the A, 3 on the D and G. And with this you want to hit it once, give it kind of a slight hesitation there, and then a couple more strums. Okay. So almost like you're skipping a strum after that first one. Alright, so from there, we just slide it up a fret to the B power chord, 2 on the A, 4 on the D and G. And with this, you strum it about 3 times. Alright, and you just want to, there's 2 guitars going on here. This is the first guitar, and you want to just repeat this progression a couple times. Alright, from there, the second guitar is doing this higher voiced riff here. And it's kind of this dissonant sounding cool little thing that happens up here. So we'll be at 12 on the B, all right, and you want to do a 9 on the G and the D. Okay. All right, and with this we're strumming away 8th note style too. We're just going to shift a position here and there as we get through it. Okay, so you want to do about 4 strums at that initial position there. 9s on the D and G, 12 on the B. Okay, then we're going to move that 12 on the B down to 11. Okay, keep those 9s. Strum this a few times. Okay, from there, we just kind of lift off the 9 of the D, keeping that 9G and the 11 on the B. So we got an open D there. All right, and we just strum that, a few more times. All right, and then we shift. Keeping that open D, do a 7G and a 10 on the B. And we just strum this a few more times to finish it. Okay, so slowly it'd be something like. All right. So it's just a matter of getting it up to tempo. Okay, second part of the intro here. And this is kind of more like the pre-chorus section that happens. Also happens here. So we start with kind of the similar style. Just do like an open E power chord, hesitate a moment, and do a couple more strums on it. Okay, to the G power chord, do the same thing there. Okay, and then we drop down, hit a couple of A power chords. All right, just 1, 2, and then we finish on a B power chord. Okay. All right. And you'd go through that a couple times with the first guitar. The second guitar is playing this over it, this higher little octave chord thing that happens. Be at 7 on the A, 9 on the G. Hit that, hit an open low E. Okay, and then we bring it down to 5A, 7G. All right, drop it down a fret, so we're 4A, 6 on the G, hit a couple of those. And then we bring it up to 6A, 8G. Hit that once and let that finish it. All right, and we would go through this twice with that second guitar. Okay, so that's going over the first riff. Let's play them all up to speed now. All right, once the verse kicks in, it's just kind of vocal and bass and drums for a moment there. Towards the second half of the verse, guitar will come in, and it's essentially doing what that second part of the intro is doing. All right, so you just play that again, because this is kind of like the pre-chorus happening here. But we just add this little ending to it. Okay, so we go through the whole bit, okay, we go through all those riffs, and then after we go through both of those twice together, then it jumps up to the C, and I like to play it here because there's an added little something that happens. Just do the high bar chord version at the 8 on the E with the 10s on the A and D and the 9 on the G, and you'll strum that 4 times or so. Okay, then we do this little bit where we add the 11 on the G. Okay, hit that once and then come back off to that 9 on the G. Okay, it adds that little extra thing there. And then you would strum away a few more times on that regular C bar chord, and then just bring it up 2 frets for a D power chord, and just hit that a couple times. Alright, chorus section. Kind of a similar start again with the E to G. Okay, but we just kind of hit a couple of those Gs. Then we'll drop down and hit the B power chord. Hit it, kind of hold it a moment, and then hit it again. And then we finish it on 3 strums of a D power chord. The 5 of the A, 7s on the D and G there. Okay, something like that. So that's the first guitar. Does that a couple times. Second guitar is playing a little bit of a lead over it. Come up and hit 9 on the G. Hit it. Hit a couple more times. Then we drop down 8B back to 9G. Do a 7, 9G. Few of these 9s on the G. 11 back to 9. Okay, and we would just repeat that whole thing a couple times. All right. So both of those guitars do their parts twice, and to cap it all off, we start with the same E to G to B. But once we hit that B, we just stay on that B and strum it away for, about 8 strums. All right, and then we just finish on a couple of C power chords. Just kind of 2 of them, a little spaced out. All right, and once the second and third verse come along, during the kind of back end of the bass sections there in the beginning, we get this new added little arpeggio from the guitar, and it's just doing this little walk down thing where we'll be a 2 on the D, then we go 4 G, open B to 3 B. Okay. From there, we do the 2D, then we move it down to 3 on the G, and then we just add that open B, 3B. Okay, from there, of course, keep the same pattern going. 2D, 2 on the G, open B to 3B. Okay, so essentially we're just walking this G note down. All right. So last part of it, stay on that 2 of the D, open G, open B, 3B. Okay, so slowly be something like. Alright, so it's just a matter of getting used to that, get it up to tempo. Alright, now we can get into the slide solo. And it's kind of a noisy, wild sounding solo here, so I can get pretty loose with it if you like. So let's get the slide there, and you just want to slide up to 21. Alright, so all the way up here on the B, slide up to that, hit it a couple times. Okay, and now we're just going to stay on this 21. We'll go 21 on the G, B, back to G, and do that a couple times. Alright, and here we'll do this little trick where we go 21G, 21B, come up off the fretboard to about where 23 is. So if you got a 23rd fret, you're all set. So 21G, 21B, 23 on the high E, and just slide it back out a little bit. Okay, and from there we do 19 on the A, down to 17. Then we go 19, 17 E, 17 back to 19 on the E. Okay, so just kind of messing around real high here, getting it noisy, kind of funky. Okay, second part of the solo, we drop down to 9s on the G and the B. Okay, go 9G, 9B, back to 9G. Okay, then we hit both 9s together on the B and G, slide it down to 7s on the B and G. Alright, and we do that little riff twice. Alright, and then from there, we come back to those 9s, and we just kind of start strumming them about 1/8 notes and just slowly slide the whole thing up. And then once we get to the 16s, just hit the 16 on the B and the E and slide it out. Okay, bridge section. Shifts it up a little bit, gets a little more quick. You hit 3 open E power chords to a single G power chord. Okay, and then just cap it off with 2 quick B flat power chords. Okay, on the first fret of the A with the 3 on the D and G. Okay. All right, so really kind of quick. All right, and that happens about 4 times. All right, and after we go through that 4 times, we get back to this B power chord here at the second fret of the A, and just ride that for about a measure, 8 strums or so. Okay, bring it up to a C power chord at the third fret of the A. Hit that a few times. Alright, and then we just finish it on a couple strums of this D sharp power chord at 6 on the A, 8 on the D and G. Thanks for checking out the video, everybody. Like it, share it, leave a comment. It's always good to hear from you. Do me a favor and hit the subscription button. I put out a video pretty frequent, so you don't want to miss out on that. Check out the links in the description box below. I have really cool links for tablature books, all the gear I use, t-shirts, fun stuff like that. So thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.